Controversial Nick Kyrgios, an Australian tennis player, has reversed his plea for the 2022 Australian Open to be canceled. On his No Boundaries podcast, the outspoken tennis player, who is ranked 90th in the world, made the shocking comments about the Grand Slam, sensationally calling for the January event to be abandoned because of Melbourne's recent COVID-19 lockdowns. Stay tuned for all the inside details. Nick Kyrgios continues to backflip and flip-flop. Nick Kyrgios, who called Novak Djokovic a tool 9 months ago, has come out in support of the World No.1's vaccine position. The Serbian champion revealed earlier this month that he hasn't decided whether or not he will make the trip to Australia for the Australian Open next year, which starts on January 17th, because he has refused to share his vaccination status. Nick Kyrgios did a spectacular backflip after endorsing Novak Djokovic's vaccine position and stating that the Australian Open should not take place next year. The World No.1's vaccination status has dominated discussion surrounding the Australian Open, with Djokovic claiming that it is a private matter that he should not be obliged to reveal. Djokovic's participation in the first Grand Slam of 2022 is in doubt after Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews announced unvaccinated athletes will not be permitted into the state. Kyrgios has been a vociferous critic of Djokovic in the past, calling him a tool and accusing him and other rivals of breaking COVID-19 restrictions during Djokovic's ill-fated tour during the pandemic's peak in 2020. However, Kyrgios remarked in the most recent episode of his podcast No Boundaries that he supported Djokovic's vaccination stance and that no athlete should be forced to be vaccinated if they don't want to. Kyrgios stated, "I'm double vaxxed, but I just don't think it's right to force anyone to get vaccinated," Kyrgios said. NBA star Kyrie Irving, Novak, these guys have given so much, sacrificed so much. They're global athletes who millions of people look up to, and I just feel like it's so morally wrong to force someone to get vaxxed. He continued, "There's other solutions around it." Kyrgios said that the Australian Open might follow the model of American sports, which use daily quick antigen tests. Kyrgios then made the shocking announcement that the Australian Open should be canceled in order to ensure the safety of Victorians who have been subjected to the world's most severe lockdowns during the global pandemic. "In my opinion, the Australian Open should not be held, just for Melbourne residents, as if you needed to convey a message," he stated. "How long did you guys stay in lockdown for? Is it 275 days or something?" However, the tennis star then clarified his position on Instagram, claiming that some of his comments on the podcast were taken out of context. He subsequently changed his mind about unvaccinated tennis players from other countries competing in Australia, stating they shouldn't be let in. "Tennis has been a significant part of my life for 15 years or more, and I've made a lot of sacrifices every single day for this sport, and I love it," Kyrgios told his 1.7 million Instagram followers. "I believe that was the remark that was taken out of context when I said I wanted the Australian Open canceled." Serena Williams addresses her sister's death amidst the film depicting their life. In a rare interview, Serena Williams wiped away tears as she discussed the murder of her sister Yetunde. The 40-year-old actress made an appearance on Will Smith's Red Table Talk show, which was streamed live on Facebook as part of a promotional tour for her upcoming biopic film about the Williams family. From humble beginnings, Serena and her sister Venus rose to become two of the best players in the history of the sport, as depicted in the film King Richard. Father Richard, played by Smith, is the true hero of the film, as a quirky, demanding coach who helped his daughters evolve into champions, winning a combined 30 Grand Slam singles titles. The video also depicts the family's most tragic event, Serena and Venus's older sister, Yetunde Price's shooting death in 2003 at the age of 31. She was killed while sitting in a car with her fiancé in Compton, a known gang violence hotspot in Los Angeles. Robert Maxfield was freed from jail in 2018 after being convicted of the 2003 murder in 2006. During the conversation with Smith, the family, including mother Oracene and sisters Lindrea and Isha Price, were upset when discussing how Yetunde's tale is depicted in the film. Yetunde was allegedly shot in the back of the head by Maxfield, who opened fire with an assault rifle shortly after midnight on September 14th, as Yetunde sat chatting with her boyfriend in a four-wheel drive parked in front of an alleged crack house guarded by members of the Southside Crompton Crips gang. During the interview, Serena was spotted wiping away tears as she struggled to express her feelings. More on the film. Authors and artists have pitched the Williams family several book and film ideas over the years, anxious to tell the tale of how two black sisters came from the streets of Compton, California to become world #1, win 30 Grand Slam championships between them, and revolutionize women's tennis. According to Price, who is a lawyer, obtaining such a license is difficult. She agreed to meet the producer and screenwriter after first reading of Zach Balin's script at the request of a former William Morris Endeavor executive, and she was impressed. The film follows Venus and Serena from their early childhoods, beginning with their father drilling them on Compton's rutted public courts every day, rain or shine, and ending with Venus's pro debut in 1994 at the age of 14. Williams' major motivation is to protect throughout the film. Serena admits that whenever she sees her sister or even thinks about what happened, it brings her tears straight away. Whenever she came on film, I just started even still. Oracene stated that it was a period in the family's history that they don't want to revisit. It was a quiet moment, I think, she said. Serena has also discussed some of her other difficult situations in her career, including the infamous 2001 Indian Wells dispute and the Red Table Talk interview. According to the New York Post, she still has mental anguish from the event 20 years ago. Serena's father, Richard, was accused by Russian tennis star Elena Dmitrieva of rigging matches between Serena and her sister, Venus. Venus withdrew from her semifinal match against Serena with a knee ailment just minutes before it was scheduled to begin, adding fuel to the fire. Serena then went on to win the finals against Kim Clijsters. When Serena Williams took the court at Indian Wells Tennis Garden for her match against Clijsters, she was greeted with boos and vulgar shouts from the audience. She explains how traumatic this situation was, even to this day, and how she really struggles with these events from her past. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal speak out about missing Chinese pro tennis player. Tennis legends Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal have expressed concern over the disappearance of Chinese tennis player Peng Shuai, as advocates urge Olympic officials to press China for proof of her safety. Ms. Peng, who is a two-time Grand Slam champion as well as a former world #1 in doubles, vanished after making sexual assault charges against a former senior Chinese government official more than 2 weeks ago. Employees of China's state media have since posted photographs and footage of the tennis star to Twitter, claiming that they were taken on Saturday. Another video appearing to show Ms. Peng visiting a youth tennis tournament in Beijing on Sunday was released on Twitter by Hu Xin, the editor of the Global Times. On social media, the footage and photographs have been welcomed with significant skepticism, as well as calls for Ms. Peng to appear in public. Federer, a 20-time Grand Slam winner, joined a chorus of human rights organizations, athletic bodies, and athletes in expressing concern for Ms. Peng on Italian television. She's one of our tennis champions, a former world #1, and clearly it's concerning, Federer told the Italian news outlet. Additionally, Nadal told a popular French newspaper, the most important thing is to find out whether she is okay. All of us in the tennis family hope to see her back with us soon. Update on Peng Shuai. Peng Shuai, a tennis player from China, has called the president of the International Olympic Committee to inform him that she is safe and well. Ms. Peng's video chat appears to be her first direct communication with sports officials outside of China since she vanished from public view on November 2nd after accusing a former senior Chinese government official of sexual assault. The IOC claimed the call with its president, Thomas Bach, lasted 30 minutes in a statement. Ms. Peng expressed gratitude to the IOC for its care for her well-being, according to the report. Since Ms. Peng went missing, top tennis players such as Serena Williams, Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Naomi Osaka, and Roger Federer have all expressed worry for her well-being. It is very great to hear that she is safe and well, as many were fearing the worst had happened to the young, talented tennis player. And there you have it, everything you need to know about Nick Kyrgios and how he continues to backflip on his stance regarding COVID-19 and the vaccination. Additionally, we also touch on Serena Williams and her emotional response to the new film depicting her upbringing, and an update on the missing Chinese tennis player. Make sure you let us know your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.